So when we say you love football, you're right. It's about all the things that go into the process.
There is a newness. There's a freshness to, different faces and a whole new offensive staff.
We're standing on such a better foundation. You can feel it with the guys.
We're going to let our play speak for us, and then we let y'all, the critics, say if we're the best or not.
And it's just this unrelenting focus. We want to play a way that's reflective of our football team, our city, and like what we take pride in here about being tough.
Touchdown! Seahawks!
When you have these shared vision about what we're trying to create, the principles are aligned. And if you look at any great organization, the teams that are consistently competing for championships have it.
July marks the start of training camp across the NFL. During the summer, Seahawks fans flock to Virginia Mason Athletic Center to watch their favorite team back in action.
Good to be back. Had a good summer. Time to get to work.
What's up?
So back. First day of school vibes.
The return of football will put a smile on your face, no matter who you are.
Camp's like my favorite part of the year. It's all ball. It's working on your team. You're with your guys all the time. Well, we're here and let's go.
Training camp, it's mental and physical preparation for the year. It's incredibly important. And as a coach, you have to believe that. It's just such a fun group to be around every day. You tell them to jump, they say how far. It's just a fun group to coach. I'm just really proud of the effort they've put in to building our team up to this point.
And any group outing needs a roll call.
We out today, we having fun. We got 8 ball, you know what's going on. First Chicago, number 20. Lil J Love. You got Reed, 27. You got to keep an eye on him for that. And then you got Maruk, number 3. Lil Nick Eminem, we call him Nick Eminem.
One, to callous your team, to get them ready to go play, but also, how you plan things, how you build out your installs, how you build out your practices, how do you take care of your players' health, how do you manage all those things that are possible edges for you going into the season. And ultimately, this is the time where when we're together for the longest period of time, and that's when you really create your football team. And so it's a really exciting time. I love it. It's just all ball all the time. You're with your guys all the time, and you really just focus on getting better every day.
Yeah, you guys want to get a pick? Let's get a pick real quick.
Yeah. Here we go.
Love it. Right. Awesome, guys. Yeah.
Training camp is a return to the field for both players and the community alike.
You guys ready to have a good time today, have some fun? Yeah. Come on, let's get some energy going. You guys ready to have some fun? Yeah. There we go, all right.
Each season, right tackle Abe Lucas returns to his former high school, 20 miles north of Seattle, to host a youth football camp.
Hey, who can hit the bag the hardest? That's the question.
Me!
Yeah? Go. Okay. Now? Go.
This past year is the 3rd year. It's free. A lot of parents aren't necessarily active with their kids or have their kids in sports year-round like I was. So just giving them a chance to get out, move in a little bit, be in community and meet some cool role models maybe that they may have, and just have a good time. It's really important.
The League Advantage Camp at Archbishop Murphy High School is a natural way for Abe to regularly give back to his community.
We just try to lead by example, I think. It's a journey. It takes a while.
Nice juke. That was a good move. That was a really good move.
Process can be a slow process sometimes, but to just keep doing the things right over and over consistently, and you get the best results.
All right, you guys, keep going. Keep having fun. Good catch. Good hands. They're developing. We're all developing players. And people are allowed to get better. These guys are working, they're grinding, they're really good players, and they have all the talent in the world. It's just on them to go out and do it, just like it's on me to go out and do it. And
the consistency training camp builds faces its first trial as the calendar flips to August. Preseason matchups are a chance for teams to put their practice to the test against other NFL squads and even reunite with some familiar faces.
And the Raiders, coming off an absolutely abysmal 4-13 year, they were more than happy to be able to get a coach the caliber of Pete Carroll. And he is turning that team and that culture, especially that culture, around.
After 14 seasons at the helm in Seattle, Pete Carroll finds himself bracing the autumn wind in new colors.
It is kind of an odd feeling down here because it's so familiar to see some of these faces that are now wearing Raiders uniforms.
Now sporting the silver and black of the Raiders, Carroll poetically sails into Seattle in his first game for Las Vegas, marking major changes in the coaching landscape.
Another stunningly beautiful summer night here in the Emerald City, the perfect stage for the preseason opener between the Seattle Seahawks and the Las Vegas Raiders.
In the NFL, change is constant.
Somebody at the house watching, so go out there and have fun and cherish at the end of the day.
With pillars of the past now on the opposing sideline, Seahawks fans at Lumen Field get a glimpse at the future in Seattle.
Excited to have fun with the boys, man. Come on.
Hey, gang on me, gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, let go, man.
And here we go, Jason Myers to kick off the 50th season of Seahawk football.
But even in a changing league, some constants remain. Second-year head coach Mike Macdonald brings a new attitude to the Seattle defense. And in 2025, the steady pressure this unit brings looks to be constant once again.
He's up talking to his running back. Clock continues to tick down. Connell has time, throws near side, it's intercepted. It's Pritchard over to the 30, down to the 27-yard line.
All the things we saw in practice were there, and there's some stuff that we're going to go back and kind of recalibrate and learn from and improve from. We're going to go back and look at our warm-up and see how that went. Evaluate our run defense. We're going to evaluate our third down defense. And ultimately, this is like a personnel evaluation, so you're going to be watching all the guys that played and evaluating them as well.
Daniel Carlson. The kick is blocked! The Seahawks get there and block it, and the clock ticks down. They preserve the tie.
I think we're still in the how does it fit phase. So there's a lot of great competition. I think that's where we're at right now. It makes this part of the season so much fun. It's like there's so much great opportunity out there and a lot of great competition where guys are just fighting their tails off.
Preseason games are a time to get your team up to speed, but these games are still no joke.
Yeah, I always tell the guys, you have to win more than one way. People are talking about the run game, and yeah, that's good. That's what we want to be, but you're not always going to run the ball every game. People are going to shut you down, and you got to go drop back 50 times to win the game. So it's really important our guys understand that.
But even jokers need to get their reps in.
And Leonard, what do you say to young guys who haven't played in Lumen Field before? How to manage the crowd and their emotions. And secondly, you said money's not an issue. Can I borrow 10 grand? I think minimum, right?
Well, money first. It's not an issue, but I'm not handing it out.
Who inspired the mustache? Steve Rabel, Ron Burgundy.
I've been growing this thing for the past 23 years of my life, and it's finally starting to get credit, so we might have to keep it around a little bit. So.
What's your pre-game jam? What do you listen to?
Yeah, man, it could be anything, honestly. It could be old school rap, new school rap, old 90s rock or something. But usually some rap.
Else about ready to play somebody else? Looking at your own guys?
Yeah, I'm ready to hit somebody. Get me on. Get me on defense, man. Come on. It's football at the end of the day. I feel like, getting drafted early, you can have a certain, pressure that can come along with that. When you're 21, 22 years old, thinking about it that way can really bog you down. But I think for me, having really good friends, having a great family to be able to lean on during tough times early in my career helped me a ton just to be able to bounce back. I learned a lot about my process and what it takes to be a really good player in this league and what it takes to be that consistent quarterback that your team can count on, not only on the field, but also off the field day to day, and the attitude that you bring. So I think that's the biggest thing that I learned about myself throughout that journey was, how can I just have the best attitude going into this week of practice to give our team the best chance to win.
Sam Darnold will begin his Seahawk tenure with a long field ahead of him. Hand off to Zach Charbonnet, who's got a big hole and a first down. You said you were excited to see what this offensive line could do again tonight.
In this system in particular is just staying on schedule, just being very consistent and deliberate with the way that we march the ball down the field. There's so many different guys that can help us, running backs, tight ends, receivers, you name it. We got really good players.
What's about to happen? There's going to be a touchdown.
Down in two, the handoff inside. It's Charbonnet. He's going to go. Touchdown, Seahawks. Come on, Robbie. Holy catfish. I mean, that opened up like a tunnel.
Hey, that's what the I'm talking about, boys. Great job, fellas.
You know, our offensive line dominated really most of the game. That first group, that second group, even the third and fourth group went out there and played really well together. It felt really good to get out there in front of the 12s.
And that's going to do it tonight here in Seattle. Final score 33-16 as the Seahawks cruise past Travis Kelce and Kansas City.
You're taking it over, man. Get good with Sammy D, dog.
I got you. Got to turn up for the 216.
Hell yeah, you already know. Send one of these.
6 days later, the Seahawks find themselves in the shadow of Lambeau Field for a common tradition in the NFL offseason, joint practice. Green Bay may bleed green and gold, but some traditions transcend the sport. Streets lined with bicycles, kids offer players a ride to practice. A consistent ritual for over 60 years.
You please sing one.
First bike invented.
Got Everett here. He lent me his bike for the day. Big Seahawks fan.
This is nice.
Hey, you're lucky because it's a mountain bike.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little small. I'm a little out of control here. Wouldn't be surprised if I crashed before the end.
You don't gotta be shy. You don't gotta be shy, bro. You're just a person.
He's a real person. He's just in a jersey.
What up, though?
Yeah. What's up, man? I'm on the right with it. Yeah.
What do you like more, offense or defense?
Offense.
Of course.
Yeah.
Score touchdowns.
I can ride my bike.
You can ride your bike. Yeah, ride your bike. Don't ride too fast. I gotta stay with you, okay? It's a little small. A little small. You gotta keep up with it. You gotta keep up.
We finally see like some corn and soybean fields. Like, this is basically home. This is as close to home as I'm gonna get.
Joint practices have become more common among NFL teams and give both the home and away teams reps against real opposition. And for one member of the Seahawks,
He's always been here.
Green Bay is a trip home.
John Schneider, his ability to just connect with a number of people, both on a professional level and a personal level.
Treats his employees so well, his front office, and it truly is like a family. One thing John has mastered is hiring great people.
Passionate about people. I think that's an everyday thing. Every day he walks in the building, at least when I had a chance to be around him, that passion was evident.
He carries himself with a lot of confidence, but he's the same person he is when he was an intern in the league with the Packers as he is now as going on 16 years as a general manager for the Seattle Seahawks.
I have a list of questions prepared. I was thinking about this conversation, and then I stopped by the Seahawks facility today, and they said, Jen, did you hear the news? And I was like, I'm getting ready for this event. I don't know what we're talking about. You guys know what we're talking about, right? John Schneider has been extended as the GM of the Seahawks.
We love it. We love being here. We love being with the team. It's such a great culture. It's such a great community. We have such great families, such great wives, and we're just so grateful.
You know, when we moved out here, Tracy and I, that's one of the things we're especially thankful for, is to be able to be in this community and to be able to be in one place for, you know, as long as we have been in this role. And, you know, the things that go on behind closed doors, it's fun to talk about the players and acquisition and all that, but it's about, you know, Dave and, you know, Strick and Sammy and Mo and EK and everybody in this building. It's like this awesome foundational. It's quite honestly, it's one of the reasons I wanted to come back here.
We're very pleased to be here today to make this announcement with the announcement of John Schneider as our new general manager.
I think I had a ton of different influences. It was always very much like, hey, you know, you're going to do things the way you want to do it. You got to be yourself. And you can't try to like fake it as a leader, because you have to make strong decisions in a quick manner. You be yourself, I'll be myself, and like, who are you? And you got to know yourself. And it's just like really reinforced what how I knew I wanted to conduct myself in a leadership role. I grew up on the country, so Lambeau Field was like, it was a ways away. You know, football's everything. I would be, you know, outside cutting the lawn and working in the yard, and I couldn't wait for the Green Bay Press Gazette to come, because want to know exactly what's going on with the Packers and like what did they do that day to get better, and like looking at the transactions. And my whole life, really, I was the kid that my parents, when I got in trouble, they didn't take away the TV, they took away my football cards, because I would literally like sit there and study the football cards and like line up the left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle, tight ends, and 2 tight end sets, and like, this is my ultimate team. And my mom would, be like, hey, are you studying? I'd be like, uh-huh. I thought I was going to play, professional football until I was a freshman in college. For some reason, I was one of the guys that my teammates would come up to and be like, complaining about not getting playing time, and I'd be like, yeah, I watched the film, actually, man. Like, you missed like 3 tackles, and the guys just kind of like came to me like that. And so when Ron Wolf got that job, when he became the general manager in Green Bay, I was a junior, and I had read about him, how he had interned for Al Davis. And so I was like, man, I wonder if I could do that. So yeah, I ended up getting this opportunity with the Packers and was just super blessed to have take it off from there.
I had the fortunate ability to intern with the Green Bay Packers in training camp of 1997. John had already moved on to the Chiefs by that time. So in the 1998 Combine, the Packers brought me to the Combine. I got to spend about 3 hours with John. That's where I first met John, and was lucky enough in May of that year to get hired by the Kansas City Chiefs. And I got to kind of be around John for those 9 months and just watch his aggressiveness and how he went about the scouting process and building football teams. Some of those lessons, I still resonate with me today.
I've known John for 30 years, ever since I got into the league. We came in about the same time. We've been friends pretty much since it was love at first sight. He gets better over time. His ability to draft and see college players has taken to another level once he became a general manager. It's not an easy thing to do. It's 2 different crafts, pro and college, but he's seemed to master both.
John coming up was a great personnel guy. I remember hearing about him. John did a great job of teaching me about the game and teaching me so that I can explain it to our readership. So I knew that was always going to be a strong part of his career. But as a general manager, you've got to now do so many more things because there's so many other things that need to be taken care of. You are a general manager. You're managing the building. You're managing the football operation. That's not just spotting talent on tape. That's learning how to have your impact throughout the building. I think John's done a phenomenal job of that. And certainly now, John, that is a big part of what he does.
He's probably one of the longest tenured general managers in all of sports. He's been doing what he's done for a long period of time in Seattle at a very high level. And I just think that people watch the way that Seattle has procured talent through the years, and that all starts with John.
Mike's leadership with this coaching staff and the coaching staff that he's put together.
The fact of the matter is you guys came out freaking ready to play, get better, and have a hell of a game on Saturday, okay? D-Law, get us a break. We're out.
The teaching that's going on, the clarity of what's going on, the way he's really emphasized continuity and the togetherness. Spending time in Green Bay and then together as a team like we did in Nashville last year. It's really cool to see the teaching with intent on the field.
Been a good football game, mistakes made without question, but a lot of good things that the coaches could see, a lot of things to work on, and maybe the most important, Dave, is that now we've gotten past preseason, and the starters, as we talked about during the pregame, who've been looking now at that opening game against San Francisco, the entire team, all 70, can focus on that now.
Hey, man, good luck to you guys.
Good, bad, or different, you got to be the same person each and every day. You got to keep on being encouraging on the sideline. You got to keep on having that hunger mentality as you approach every single rep that you have. And as a quarterback, you got to be consistent. No one should be questioning how the quarterback is going to be. So just keep on competing, keep on looking ahead.
You think you need to change things up because something went wrong, or it was like, no, the process was actually really good. That's where things clicked for me, and that's where I became consistent. And I felt like that really helped me to be the best quarterback that I could be.
Just doing the same thing at a high level over and over and over again. You just focus on practice one day at a time, one rep at a time, one play at a time.
I think that's what's cool about our guys is we're really not worried about what else is going on. That's why they want it. Focusing on our style of play, becoming the team we want to be. It's easy to kind of go through the motions, get the reps, work on your own game, not worry about your teammates, but you can feel that we've really come together.
On the next episode of The Sound, Seattle begins the regular season at Lumen Field against a divisional rival, then rolls into Steel City, forging their way into the NFL season.